Hello everyone, MeanSpeed here with another episode of From Zero to Hero. Now this is going to be some more highlights, non-live this time just because I didn't really have an opportunity to do something like that. But there's actually a fair bit to talk about for this episode. I was actually holding off for a bit because I didn't really have that many topics. I did think maybe in the future I could do like a Q&A type thing or just talk about certain BFH related topics suggested by you guys, and I think that could definitely be good for a future video. So obviously let me know if you want to see that, or just post what you want me to do for that. But yeah, since the last gameplay footage, I'm actually level 15 now. I'm not sure if I recorded the level up itself or showed it in the gameplay, but yeah, just an update on that anyway. I also hit level 30 on my main Royal Gunner, but I didn't record that unfortunately, just because I had there's a bug where your XP it doesn't progress on the level arrow, so I basically reached it without knowing it was that close. So yeah, I mean it's not a major deal, but it's a bit annoying. But yeah, I mean it took me way too long to reach that anyway, and hopefully it won't be that long for this hero anyway. So yeah, as you can see in the gameplay, I actually bought a new weapon. So I've got a long range shotgun now, which I've used for a bit, and I'm going to continue to buy and use more weapons following feedback and when you guys recommend and suggest them to me. And also, you know, feel free to suggest entire setups if you want, and I'll see what I can do. Maybe even like ability setups too, but obviously you got to think those are like not difficult, but like they're way easier to do properly at higher levels, simply because you have more hero points. Obviously this hero is only level 15 like I said, so I'm quite limited in what I can do for like an ability related thing. But yeah, so the last time I spoke about well, in the last video, the last thing I spoke about was the VP events in the Discord server, and I've actually taken like a back seat from that recently. But it's not something like I'm out of questions, I don't know what to do for it, I don't know what to ask there. It's basically because other events and questions are taking place there at the moment, which are a great way to get easy VP. For example, Estonian girl has been asking stuff such as, you know, questions like, or statements like, the first 5 people who reply with this word win 1000 VP and stuff like that. And Freakin has actually got what he calls a prize wheel, where people put their names down and all the names get added to the wheel, and whoever the wheel lands on after it's spun gets a good amount of VP. So yeah, basically these events are really helpful for new players because they don't even need any knowledge about the game at all, which I mean you can't really expect anyway, especially if they're like truly new players. They didn't play the original game, they're just somehow discovering this. You know, they're not going to be able to answer something that I might have put out. And yeah, you just need to be there in the Discord and simply reply with a word, a number, your name, something like that. It's not anything crazy at all, and the VP amounts are honestly pretty generous. And I will probably make some more questions eventually, but since mine are more difficult and aimed towards like veterans of the game, there's not much chance for everyone, especially since my last question went unanswered for like 3 days, and I actually had to simplify it and then give out the answer to move things along for the next event. But yeah. Something else that happened recently is Moo left the team. Now, if you guys don't know who he was actually one of the lead members. He was actually with the game since, I believe, the start. I could be wrong, but I think so. But apparently he left because of updates taking a long time to get approved and added into the game. So basically, think about it like this. You could work on something for maybe 1 or 2 days, get it completed, but it could potentially take months for the creation to get added, like approved and then put in, which is pretty demotivating, honestly. And I know he had some ideas he wanted to bring to the game. Off the top of my head, I think stuff like donator items, just to give back to people who gave money to the project and stuff like that. So it's a shame really that he left and that we probably won't see those items unless another team member works on them. So yeah, speaking of that as well, there was talk of the Christmas theme actually staying in the game until the summer. I know it's pretty crazy, just because of how long things take to get approved, but it did actually get removed in a small patch just a few days ago, so hopefully that's a sign that we'll get more updates quicker. I hope so anyway, because obviously, you know, it keeps the game fresh. I really like seeing new content, and it has really been a long time without it. You know, I haven't done one of these kind of update videos. I don't think I've done one at all this year. I think the last one was like a Christmas related thing in December, so yeah, it's been a while. There was also another small patch yesterday, or a few days ago I believe, which wasn't actually mentioned anywhere publicly. I don't think I was actually told it. So yeah, basically any new hero that's created from now on will come with 1,000 VP from the beginning, which I think is pretty awesome to have and a very useful and helpful starting amount for new players, so they can at least get a couple of weapons before they start to level up and get abilities and make more progress. So I think beginners or just people looking to make a new hero or a new account will definitely appreciate that, and it's, you know, somewhat similar to back in the day when you used to get 50 bandages for free with a new hero. Obviously this is significantly better because with 1,000 you can get way more than that in terms of bandages, but obviously you can get some weapons to begin with. You know, you can actually get a full setup if you don't go for uber weapons and stuff like that, so that's really helpful, to be honest, thinking about it now. But yeah, guys, that was pretty much all I had to talk about for this video. Like I said, I mean, there wasn't too much initially, and now there's been a bit more for me to make this, but yeah, still not like loads, but yeah, like I said before, feel free to suggest stuff, and hopefully I can get a live recording session pretty soon, because there is one idea I had in mind that could be pretty fun, and I would like to try it. So yeah, like I said, leave suggestions and all of that, and thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.